Imagine having 200 sisters. That's basically what it's like.
Yes.
Come on, yeah, take a little chip. You wanna get hot on?
Alright, hey everyone, and welcome back to this week's video. Today we are doing the third annual Grier Q&A. These two know. Since I was in 9th grade, every year we've done a little Q&A at the end of the school year, just about our year and also all-girls boarding school and just like fun stuff like that. So we're gonna do it again, and I've got some more friends with me. Why don't you all go around and introduce yourselves?
Okay, Haley, Pennsylvania.
Haley, Pennsylvania.
I'm Haley, Pennsylvania.
I'm Cameron, and I'm also from Pennsylvania.
I'm Amelia, and I'm from Mexico. I'm Zainab, and I'm from Pakistan.
Why did you decide to go to all-girls boarding school? Like, what motivated you? What reason? I went because I'm interested in the programs, and it's near to my home, and I just thought it was like too good of an opportunity to pass up. So I came to Grier.
I just wanted to come for writing. There were not many options with like mixed schools.
Yeah.
With writing programs.
And in Mexico, it's more of like a tradition to do like a year.
Yeah, just like a year exchange.
Yeah. So
I have no legitimate reason, but my mom went here, and I thought it'd be good option.
yeah, I was gonna say it's like a family tradition.
Yeah,
Sort of. Do you think you'll have it if you have a daughter? Will you send her to Grier?
if I don't, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright, how has COVID changed boarding school life? I'm a day student, so probably not as much for me. We did have to mask until very recently, which was fine and necessary. So we had to wear gloves in the dining hall and stuff like that, and it was more of like buffet, like takeout style in the dining hall as well. What else? I can't go into their dorms anymore, sadly, which was like one of my favorite things before COVID. That's like the big things.
I was gonna say, I can speak to like being here last year because Haley and these two weren't here last year. It was definitely hard because
It was more so last year.
Yeah, it was definitely hard more so last year. Like I went like 3 months without seeing my parents, so I would say that was like probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
And just like I feel like even like when I look back, I'm like it just seems so different.
It is weird to think that like certain things were allowed or not allowed like in 9th grade, like before all of that, and then it's different now. I don't know. It's interesting, but it's coming back bit by bit. Like we're having a normal graduation this year for the seniors, which is exciting, and actually tomorrow. So we're filming this like literally the last possible chance. What do you want to go to college for? This is a good one.
This is my question.
This is Haley. Haley's literally already applied to college.
I literally find out
Haley's
college
very
decisions in
extra.
like 3 weeks. Film. Yeah, I want to go to SCAD.
Kind of the same area, but more or less like the technical producing side of it.
Yeah. So we're all film.
SCAD.
Yeah. I want to go for photography or art education or art history. I'm not sure which,
All
but
of the
something.
Art scout.
Yes.
It might be being a vet.
Aww.
Yeah. Communication or journalism.
Yeah, Zay's our journalism gal. Is it true or false that junior year is really the hardest year of high school?
It is.
Yeah, it's true.
It was literally so hard.
But
this
I
year.
also think it depends on the person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I see everyone, like, since I was in middle school, everyone's like, oh, junior year's awful, like, you're gonna hate your life junior year. And so I dreaded this year. But honestly, I feel like academically it was definitely the hardest year for me. And I feel like I was involved in more things than ever. So I'd say it was the hardest, but it wasn't like the least enjoyable. Like I still enjoyed it, it was just like really busy.
Yeah.
But also I don't know for the reasons that other people at like public school say that, because I think socially junior year gets hard, but I don't know. It didn't feel
classes
crazy.
were just so hard this year.
Classes
Yeah, I would say
were
as somebody
really
who
hard
takes
this
like
year.
all CP classes, I think it was definitely harder. And
Yeah.
plus trying to like, especially second semester, managing like getting ready for
Second
college.
semester was insane.
Yeah, getting ready for colleges and
Yeah.
stuff is just like really stressful.
Junior year was the hardest.
I was gonna say I disagree
Really?
because I did
Oh,
the
they
IB.
went to like a really
so
hard school.
Yeah,
before
I
this.
did the IB, which is like a completely different system. So that last year was harder for me,
Yeah.
but
That must be nice.
I feel like if I went to like a high school my entire life, junior year would be the hardest academically, and yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I do wonder how that would differ between like private, public, and then boarding Is it weird having different friend groups / people you hang out with each year? Because something interesting that people don't really realize about like a boarding school like this that's international is that there are different sets of people every year, because so many people like Amelia will come for 1 year or maybe even 1 semester, so you make these really close friends and then they leave, and like they're gonna leave, but I don't know, I typically like accidentally block it out. Like the fact that Guy is leaving, I'm like, I'm not gonna register that until like tomorrow when I'm hugging her. Yeah.
All of our seniors leave
it's
tomorrow.
Like yes, yeah.
So I would say it's not weird, but it's definitely hard.
Yeah, it's definitely really hard because you're like, I've found that I'm almost used to saying those goodbyes where like you know that you're never gonna like physically hug them again.
Yeah.
And those I mean, like, unless something
If I go
crazy
hunt them
happens,
down.
I want to visit those people.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that crazy.
That's true.
We could
yeah.
just be all in Florida or something.
Let's do that. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely hard having different friends. But then some friends like stay the same and you know that they're gonna come back. So it's a weird mix because it kind of varies each year. I guess if you haven't been here for like more than 1 year, you wouldn't really know. But.
Yeah, I think, well, obviously it's kind of emotional.
Yeah.
To like make these strong friendships in like a year and then not knowing, if you're gonna see them again soon.
Yeah.
So it's definitely hard.
It's really weird with me since I took that gap year.
That too. Haley was here in 9th grade and then 11th grade.
Yeah.
So we
like
missed Haley last year.
all of my friends that I had here in 9th grade are like, besides like these two, they're all way on into college.
Yeah. Which is.
And my seniors, which are leaving tomorrow.
Do you ever think of what it would have been like if you had not come to boarding school? Haley's that friend that like, gets distracted by a squirrel.
You're getting your steps in.
Woo! He's probably so stressed right now.
That was a teacher.
He looks not
like-
stressed at all.
But internally he's like freaking out. Okay. Anyway, I definitely think of that because I think just because I'm a day student, I have quite a few friends outside of Grier that I see like fairly often who go to public school or online school. So I'm very aware of just like what I'm missing out on, but also what I'm getting by going here. And the pros definitely outweigh the cons for me. So I feel like I'm very aware, but more this year than any other year because this is the first year I've had like outside friends that I actually like see. So yes, I am aware. What do you guys think? Like,
I went to public school for a whole semester last year and I cried every day. I could not handle public school, so I did online for like the 2nd semester and then came back here.
I went to public school for 3 weeks at the start of this year.
Cam thought she was leaving us this year and then she came back.
And that was definitely hard. And I think about what it would have been like if I had never come to Grier and just gone to that school. It probably would have been a lot different and I might have liked it more. But I think now when I think about it, I can imagine my life not be like without Grier. It seems weird to ever think of that.
Yeah, I agree.
I would still be doing the IB, and I do not like the IB that much. But also, I feel like Grier is like it feels more like a community and like a mini society, if you will.
Yeah.
With a
Secret
school.
society.
That's why we hide in the woods.
Yeah, that's why we're in the woods right now. So I'd say we're all like pretty aware, but I think if you go here, not that people are like immune to the world, but I think like if you go here since 7th grade through 12th, you might not be quite as aware, just because like you've just been here for so long here in that zone. Okay, what is your favorite and least favorite thing about boarding school? And all girls boarding school, like what's your favorite and least favorite thing?
I would say my favorite thing is probably just the people you meet here, and like the bonds that you form.
Yeah.
Chemistry bonds.
Heyo.
Ionic.
You're such a science
Ionic
girl.
bonds, not covalent bonds.
I don't know what either of those
Me
words
neither. I
mean.
don't remember either. But I would say, like, my least favorite is either like one saying goodbye to them because that's been very apparent like these last few days. Probably being like homesick and not being able to like go home that often. So, and boys.
Oh my god, you're
What is your
dramatic.
favorite?
My favorite thing is the girls. Probably AV Club.
Yeah.
Least favorite thing is not getting to see my dog. Oh, my dog, I miss him so much.
AV Club's up there for me. My favorite thing, I think every other year I've said the people, and the people's still true, but I found that
You're like, actually, the people suck.
no. No, I just don't like the people anymore. No, my favorite thing is like the shared experiences you get with the people, because the people are amazing, but I feel like we just have so many like random like cool experiences that are then like lifelong memories, and I've noticed that a lot more this year for some reason. I don't know why. So I'd say the shared experiences are my favorite thing, and the least favorite is also saying goodbye to all the people. Like seniors, you know that seniors gonna happen, but like my international friends that like aren't gonna come back, that saying Amelia, definitely saying goodbye to them.
I would also say one of my favorite things is the teachers. Like I feel like they
So much
definitely
more
want you
personal.
to succeed, and they want you to get there, and they'll do what they need to help you get there.
I would say it's like I like the fact that you can feel comfortable with your body here because
Oh yeah.
you don't necessarily need to feel the need to look good every
You don't have
time.
to be accepted by like
Yeah, because there's no voice to be like judged. And yeah, it really makes you feel comfortable.
yeah.
And well, my least favorite thing is sometimes it can get a little, dramatic.
Oh, true. That is something about all girls, is that we are very
We are
dramatic.
kinda dramatic sometimes.
But I feel like
I'm
we're
not saying all
dramatic
people
in
are
different ways. Like I heard, like I don't know. I feel like unless you're here, you don't really understand the type of drama.
Yeah.
Not to be like, oh, you don't understand, but I just feel
When
like
you-
there's just different types of drama
it's not
at
like
an
the
all-girls boarding
normal-
school.
It's like,
not-
imagine having like,
It's like with sisters.
imagine having
Yeah.
200 sisters. That's basically what it's like.
Yeah, so
and
like there's
arguing
just
with
little
those
like
sisters
like
constantly.
little quabbles all the time about like stupid crap.
And it spreads so fast here.
That
Like
too,
something
that
would happen
too.
first period, like big.
Everyone knows
Everyone
about it.
knows by second period.
It's like a Chinese whisper game.
It's just a different version.
Start a rumor and see how fast everybody knows.
My favorite thing is culture, actually. And they're different interests. It's like everyone has like a passion they're passionate about, and they actually show it at Grier, whether it's writing or being an art gal, being film gals. And my least favorite thing actually is I have been craving spicy food.
Oh, okay, all right. We have to talk about that for a second. Zay eats very spicy food.
Yes.
And some of us, meaning I, have an awful spice tolerance. So we joke about it all the time. Like, it's sad. And so, yeah. What I was struck by when I came here was like, oh, people have passions and they're like very open about it. Because I feel like I found this stigma at like other schools that like, if you're passionate about something or you have a hobby, like, it's cheesy and like not accepted to pursue it, to like be a try-hard, because I always got called like a try-hard for actually like doing stuff outside.
Were
Okay,
you a teacher's pet?
I was, but not on purpose.
What's it like to try?
Yeah, but I get it. It is like that. They like judge you for whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah. Yes. Why did you choose Grier specifically? If you were looking for like all girls boarding school or like boarding school or all girls school, why Grier?
I think this was the closest one to my house, but I toured like a bunch before I actually like picked this one, and like the riding team's really good. Like you never hear that we don't win. Like
That's true. Actually, I can't remember a time Grier's lost.
Yeah. I didn't. I had plans on applying to more schools, but I ended up not. Once I toured here and got in, I knew a lot of people who went here, and it was relatively close to a lot of my parents' friends. So if anything ever happened, they could be here.
Well, it was close to my house, so kind of like that. But also, I've realized, like, I kind of went to Grier because I could, to be honest. Like, I got the opportunities that allowed me to go, which felt very like one of those opportunities you couldn't pass up. But since I've been here, I've realized, oh yeah, Grier like fits a lot of the boxes that a lot of people want, which is cool. Which sounds like I'm marketing and plugging the school, but like genuinely, I think it just like checks a lot of boxes. Well, I guess it's more like a family thing as well
Yeah,
for
it's a
you.
family production.
Well, I would say probably because, well, the deals were, good.
Yeah.
And I looked other schools, but it wasn't just like the deals, but like the writing team mostly and the place. I really liked the
I was gonna say, I feel very like safe and secure. Like I don't often get worried that like somebody's gonna like come up and snatch me. Like it doesn't happen. Like it does feel very.
It's very
secure.
secluded.
Yeah.
nobody's coming up onto this mountain.
I was gonna say, what is like the biggest adjustment to coming to boarding school. Like the biggest thing that like when you first came, you're like, oh,
It was hard to.
I never thought of that. Oh, I
Yeah.
never thought of that.
That.
I'll be back. I swear to God.
Run!
I would say like always having to like make sure like I'm checked in with people. Like you always have to know where you are. Like people always have to know where you are. But also I would say in like the beginning, just not having my parents and thinking about like all the things that you have to do. Like literally I had just turned 14 like 2 weeks before I came here, and having to do my own laundry and my own dishes and
There are responsibilities.
all that kind of stuff. It's just stuff you don't think of until you're in the moment. And
Yeah.
people always say like, oh, college, but you're
It's like
18
it's
for
like
college.
living in college.
Yeah. No, think about 4 years before that. Imagine doing it.
Think about like the age you were when you went into 9th grade or earlier,
Yeah.
like living alone.
And some people are 12 when they come here.
It's insane.
Do the same thing. Like looking after yourself.
Yeah.
Throwing your own garbage, doing your own laundry, make your own bed. It was kind of like a change coming here and like having all that.
I don't know. I feel like I'm like really independent at home, so I don't even like.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not independent, but at
It's different
14, I
types
was
of
definitely
independence.
not independent.
I think it's different types of independence.
Yeah.
too.
I
don't know.
Well, it's been an adjustment driving myself since I got my license, to be honest. Like that might be the biggest adjustment of
Yeah, it's definitely.
the whole thing, just because it's easier, but it also I have to think about a lot more stuff.
Like, don't cry.
But you know, I thought it being all girls would be a harder adjustment than it was. Like I noticed it, but you get used to it really fast. I found.
I don't realize it unless somebody says it to me.
Yeah.
Like, I forget that boys even exist until somebody says it.
Literally, sometimes
Like,
I
I
look
make a
around-
joke of, like, oh, my least favorite thing is, like,
Yeah.
the lack of boys. No.
You don't.
I
actually-
literally don't even notice.
No, sometimes I'll look around and I'll be like, oh, it would be weird for like go to school with boys. Like, I'd say okay. The hardest adjustment is the campus for me because you're so like I was so used to always going to school in one building and you stay in that building all day and you don't like feel the air outside until you leave school or like for recess or something. So I remember recess. It's a great adjustment. I really like it. Like being outside is like awesome between classes, but it was an adjustment because I was like, oh, I need to like bring a coat.
5 minutes before class starts, you just roll it out of bed and you do not bring an umbrella for walking to the science building.
Okay, last question. What is your favorite memory from this year at Grier?
I would say one of mine, and I'll let everybody else talk and then maybe I'll think of something else, was last night when we were hanging out with 2 of our senior friends. That was really special and fun, and I really enjoyed that. Oh, and also prom. Prom was really
prom
fun.
was a good time. Prom was a good time.
And the prom was fun.
Yeah.
Probably when Madeline and I would just have fun around campus and just be stupid, and like that was so many times, and we would just like mess around.
Yeah.
Have so much fun.
I'd say I feel like the memories, like not so much a specific memory, but what always comes to mind is just like going for walks around campus with my friends. Like just because campus is really pretty, and then you're like having good conversations. Like that's probably top on my list. And then I'm sure there've been random fun lunches. Prom is up there. I'll go with prom as my overall favorite, but just walks around campus are like just great memories.
Sitting by the pool.
Sitting by the pool is fun. Yes, now that I lifeguard, I required my friends to come. So.
And
That
where
one
we can
time I
talk,
sat around
Well,
the pool.
yes, conversations are great.
Yep.
All right, this is the 3rd annual Q&A. Next time we do this, we'll be seniors.
Last time I did this, I was on crutches.
That's true, actually. That was a fun
I wasn't in
vlog.
last
That was
year's.
a really fun vlog. Okay,
I was in here for
I hope you enjoyed the
Can
video.
we still do the thing?
Yes, of course. Now you can do it.
I can do it because
I-
I didn't get to do it my first
Oh
time.
my gosh, yes.
Don't do it yet.
I was on crutches. No. Go.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it
A thumbs up!
Like and subscribe.
Do what else?
Like and subscribe.
Woo! All right, and we will see you in the next video.
How are you doing?
That was mean. Hi, Gigi.
Hey
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Who is in that car and why are they stopping?
That's a really good question.
Okay.
Bye. Semester 1 sophomore or senior year. Oh my god.
There's a dog.
There's a dog in the car.
That's Simone's parents.
Really?
And their dog. I want you to run over and say,
Wait, I'm gonna get my laundry.
thanks, Anna.
Okay.
That's one of the maintenance men.
That's a weird car for maintenance, man.
All
I
are
just did this.
very accepting of whatever you do like this. Okay.
I'm trying to think why we chose Grier specifically. Don't say
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
bad about Grier, but, like,
yes.
say
I don't
why.
even know why.
Alright, why did you
We
choose?
toured like a lot of schools.
Yeah.
I would say one of mine, and I'll let everybody else talk, and then maybe I'll think of something.
Wait, attached to what? Like stuck? Oh! I had a moment when I was driving here today where like I thought I tried to pass this like truck and car and then I couldn't get past in time, and I knew if I didn't get past in time I would miss the exit and I don't know where to go if I miss the exit. So I had to like slow down like a lot and like tuck in. It was so stressful. Anyway, digression.
Yay! That was so much
Great.
fun.
That was really cute. I love it.
Dinner.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.